absolutely destroyed me. Destroyed me. What the fuck was that? What was that? Actually hated that book with every fiber of my being. And then for a girl crush, Lana Myers. Immediately Lana Myers. Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kyla and I like to yap about books. And today we are doing the mid-year book tag. I know I'm very late to this. As I am filming this, we are about to go into August and I don't even know when this will be posted, but I still wanted to do the mid-year book tag. I have the questions over here on my laptop. I did not go through and answer these before sitting down to film this video. So we're just gonna be answering them as we go and kind of just having a sit down chat about the books that I've read this year. And I definitely was not gonna bring all of the books that I've read off my shelf over here. So I'll just be putting pictures of the covers on the screen. So without further ado, grab a drink, grab a snack, get comfy, and let's go through my mid-year book tag. But before we get into today's video, if you like dark romance, if you like fantasy, if you like bookish content, if you like yapping about books, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot. Now let's get into the mid-year book tag. The first question is the best book you've read so far in 2026. Immediately two come to mind, the Mindfuck series and Releasing 10 by Chloe Walsh. I read the Mindfuck series in March and have not stopped thinking about it ever since. I love that series so much. I love Lana Myers. I loved her story. I loved Lana and Logan's love for each other. Oh my god, it was so good. The Mindfuck series and Boys of Tommen are both god tier. Releasing 10 absolutely destroyed me. Destroyed me. Oh my god. That book was 750 pages of pure trauma. I cried so many times for Lizzie. My heart actually broke so many times. I felt it physically break in my chest. I actually will never get over Releasing 10 and the way that that book made me feel. I need Claiming 10 like tomorrow. I could really talk about the Mindfuck series and Boys of Tommen forever, but we don't have forever. Otherwise, this video is going to be a million years long. The second question is the worst book you've read so far in 2026. Not gonna lie, there are a few that come to mind, but number one is The Ritual by Chantal Tessier. What the fuck was that? What was that? No. There was no chemistry between our characters. I'm low-key convinced that they did not stay together. They literally could not have an adult conversation. I actually hated that book with every fiber of my being. Question number 3 is the best sequel you've read so far in 2026. Immediately, the first one that comes to mind is Fury Bound by Sable Sorensen. I actually love Direbound and Fury Bound so much. I love the plot of those books. And everybody does say that it is like Fourth Wing with Direwolves. And while I agree with that in some aspect, there are also other aspects of the book that are so different than Fourth Wing. And I love Fourth Wing, so sue me. But I absolutely loved Fury Bound and how the romance between Stark and Meryn was more present, and also the bonds with their wolves. I loved that book. Question number 4 is the worst sequel you've read so far in 2026. And so, like, all of a sudden, I cannot remember any book I've ever read. I actually cannot remember if I've read any bad sequels this year, so we're just gonna skip that one. Question number 5 is a new release you haven't read yet, but want to. Oh, there are so many. There are literally so many. I have not read My Dreadful Darling yet. I'm waiting for My Darling Reverie to come out because I hear the cliffhanger is diabolical. Another one that is so high up on my TBR is the Falling Stars trilogy by Adeline Humphreys. I need to read that like immediately. I really want to read the Sins of the Zodiac series by the Twisted Sisters, but I'm really trying to finish Zodiac Academy first, so I'm not going through 2 of their series at one time. There are literally so many other new releases that I want to read but have not read yet. But my mind is blanking right now, so we're gonna move on. Question number 6 is your most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Absolutely 100% Mortal Minds by Lee Rivers. I cannot fucking wait for that book to come out. It comes out in December, and I need it like I need air. Question number 6 is your biggest surprise of the year. I'm gonna do a bad surprise and a good surprise. Bad surprise was The Torment Duet by Dylan Page. I DNF'd book 1 because that was all grooming. No, ma'am, not for me, not for me. But I was so excited to read those, but nobody tells you that it's fucking grooming. That's all those books are. And then my good surprise was Wrecked by Brielle Mina. Okay, so that is a book that does not have a happy ending, and I hated Under Your Scars by Ariel N. Anderson. So I just thought that maybe non-HEAs were not for me, but Wrecked was 100% for me, and it did indeed wreck me. Question number 7 is a favorite new author, debut, or new to you. I have to say Alexandria St. Pierre. I read The Mercenary and The Mortician, and automatically I love her writing, and I cannot wait to read more of her books. I loved that book. It was so good. And then another one would have to be Caitlin Taylor. I'm currently reading Locked In Season 1. This is so fucking good. I cannot believe that I have not read anything by her yet. Question number 8 is your newest fictional crush. I would have to say probably all of the men from the Briar Valley duet by J. Rose. I loved them all, but specifically Killian, I loved him. And then for a girl crush, Lana Myers. Immediately Lana Myers. I love her so much. Question number 9 is a book that made you cry. Releasing 10 and Wrecked by Brie Almina. Both of those wrecked me. Question number 10 is a book that made you happy. I'm gonna go with June 1st by Jennifer Hartman because that is my new all-time favorite book by her. If you don't know, I love Jennifer Hartman. I've read almost everything that she's ever published, and I read June 1st in January. New favorite book by her. I loved it. Question 11 is the most beautiful book that you've bought this year. Immediately 3 come to mind, and they all have not come in the mail yet, but the Fairy Loot editions of Boys of Tommen, the After Dark edition of Edge of Darkness, and the Twisted Fiction editions of Edge of Darkness. I cannot wait for them to come in the mail. They are truly the most beautiful books that I've ever laid eyes on. I'm so excited. And the last question is, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? The Falling Stars trilogy by Adeline Humphreys, My Dreadful Darling, and My Darling Reverie by H.D. Carlton. And I absolutely need to finish Zodiac Academy by the end of the year. I am currently on book 7. I need to start it, but I'm currently on book 7. So without the novellas, I only have 4 more books to read for Zodiac Academy. And that makes me very sad that I'm finishing it, but I'm also very excited to be done with this super long series, especially because the last couple of books are over 900 pages and it's actually insane. And that is it for my mid-year book tag. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. It really helps me out a lot. And let me know in the comments what your favorite book you've read so far this year is. And I will see you again next week for another bookish video.